Ain't no stopping us now. Love that song.
G'day folks, welcome to Big V TV Division 1 men and women, and before we go any further, breaking news.
Yep.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
I have it on very, very good authority.
I think I know where you're going.
Really good authority. This man puts a rinse through his hair. Is that right?
Yes.
How old is he?
It's
You're
an
about
absolute-
18.
it's
Do
an
you put a
absolute
rinse through
joke.
your hair?
18.
Do you put a rinse through your hair?
I know where you're going.
Seriously?
Everyone knows down at McKinnon they got 4 or 5 rangers in the team.
Hello.
And this one tries to.
Hello.
If we got a close up of your beard, you'd see
Here
that.
we go.
Adam Taylor, I tell you what, mate.
Here we go. I've got a couple of greys, mate, but I don't rinse it out.
Yeah.
I don't rinse anything. I haven't rinsed my entire
you've
I
life.
like to call him Redbeard.
You've got the old orangutan going on, and dead
July-
set, you've been rinsing it out, haven't you?
You
The
just-
truth has come out, mate.
Finally.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
by the way.
31st.
Great change of subject. Great
Rather than
change.
31 and have a red beard.
On another note, you might notice he's carrying a bit of an injury.
Yeah.
We've been saying for weeks we don't like each other.
Yeah.
We did the notes before the show.
Should have seen it.
It was a scuffle.
Yeah.
It was a scuffle.
His
At least
crutches
one.
are just leaning against
One
the
of
wall
us
over there.
came out on top, one of us didn't.
Justin 1, Cal 0.
D1
Mate,
man.
you can
What
beat
did-
up a
Come on,
little child.
What did you do? Oh yeah, because I tried to. You
What did
idiot.
I actually do?
Yeah, what did you do with your face?
No, just on a Sunday night, I copped a whack and got a couple of
Or
stitches.
ran into a car or something? What?
Wasn't nothing. Huh?
Copped a whack?
Bit of a biff on the walking out of Werribee.
Copped a really?
See?
Hughesy.
Yeah.
Hughesy was a bit enamoured
can't
with your
even- I don't
excellent
even know if you
defence
can-
on him.
Oh yeah, well you know it's frustrating defense.
D1
Like
man.
I don't think you can see it.
Do we have to?
Yeah,
Get
some
out of the
wood.
way.
I got steri strips on those, pretty bad.
Oh, that's terrible.
Just
Yeah, you
gaping
can
hole,
see it.
gaping hole in my
Been
lip.
Crying like a little child for hours. Mildura 77 defeated Warrandyte 66.
Yep.
Close game. Warrandyte had the lead at half time.
Wow.
Mildura just got on top for a couple of minutes in the third quarter and in front of a rabid home team. Home crowd.
Biggest ever crowd in Mildura.
Yeah, that's what they said.
How many?
It was massive. Oh,
Nine,
3, 4,
no, they reckon
100?
900.
900.
900.
Yeah.
That's alright.
They were standing at the top of the
I
grand
was going to
stand.
say they'd have to be standing
Yeah.
somewhere at the hot house. They wouldn't be able to seat night. Oh, actually, you'd get a few in there.
Yeah, they had 200 or 300 behind the glass. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
function room and stuff.
Great stuff.
Yep.
Well done, well done. Congratulations to Mildura. Very hard to beat at home. They got the win. Mildura 26-13 in the third quarter. That's when they won the game. Jermaine Williams 26 and 15. Chris Clark 17. Anthony Labka 16 points. Think he took a couple of rebounds in this game.
Yeah.
3.
Jared Leonard 31 points. Had a very, very good game. Shabuzu 13-11. Vashon Weaver 12.
Wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough to get the win. No,
No.
Mildura charge on and
That's
look,
an
they-
upset, mate. There's no doubt that that's an upset.
Especially with David Mayer from Mildura
Yeah,
actually,
did his
unfortunately,
knee.
did his knee for the second
During
time.
Yeah,
the week.
why is that an upset? That you're disrespecting Mildura.
No,
They're a
I think-
very good team.
No, I'm not
Two
just
imports,
taking
both
nothing away
played
from
well.
Mildura. I'm talking about more it says about Warren.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I think.
Mildura had 2 imports, but Warrandyte had 6 state champ places.
Oh, I haven't listened to it.
You did.
I think
Yeah.
I think Warrandyte would be happy with elements of their season, and I think that they recognise.
You're like Justin Langer. Defensive.
I think they recognise a couple of changes
Yeah.
they've got to make, and
Yeah,
they will. I
absolutely.
mean, it's all about building for the future,
That's
young
right.
man. All about building for the
You're
future.
going to revamp the
And
roster.
I can
Fine.
guarantee you that there will be changes. There's changes in every
Well,
team.
there'll be
in
heads on the
offseason.
chopping block.
There'll be
surely.
changes in every team, but I can guarantee you there's one goose that our club will not ring and ask them if they want to come
The
and
guy
play for us.
standing next to you.
That's this idiot. Werribee 87 went down to McKinnon 94.
Oh, this
That
goose
was
that
enough.
got a W.
That was an upset. That was a big
Thanks for
upset.
coming.
Devils, as we said last week, if they don't contain the bigs,
Yeah, we
they're
spoke
going to
about that,
struggle,
absolutely.
and they didn't contain the bigs.
Yeah.
The Copper, Axel Foley, 23. Marcus Timmins is a superstar. 37 points.
It was incredible. He just.
Unbelievable.
He was like 5 of 6 from long range. You know, he got the rebounds inside. He did it all. And I think what happened as well at the start of the game, Werribee are a pretty young team and they were a bit nervous, and that sort of showed in how they played. And then you look up the other end, and you've got Dench has won multiple NBL titles. Timmins has won multiple NBL
Yeah.
titles. You know, they knew what they had to do.
Host
to
of
get
young
the-
guns.
You know what I'm smirking at?
Yeah.
For the first time ever, in how long have we been doing Big V TV for? 4 years?
3, 4.
3.
For the first time ever, Scorers for McKinnon: Timmins 37 points, 12 rebounds, 5 triples. Axel Foley, the copper, Denchi 23 points. Zane Allen and Chambers 10 points each.
He went off.
Sounds
He went off.
Ever.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
First time
I
you've
know
had a
there.
mention.
Explain it. Let's
You know
go.
what? And we do like to get stuck into
Oh, yeah, we love.
But
Every week.
Yeah.
it's close in the second quarter, 2-minute period. This guy over here knocks down
You scored 10 points in 2
10
minutes.
points in 2 minutes.
That
And
was it for the game, but
seriously, what turned the game in McKinnon's favour to start off
Well,
with.
to be honest,
It was crazy.
Werribee had called back-to-back timeouts, and the refs didn't realise, and you put 10 on during that period.
I was like-
very well done, mate.
No, he
very
did though.
well done.
It's like 400
Oh,
people
yeah.
where a huge crowd,
keen?
Here we
great
go.
atmosphere.
Here we go. And you
great game
wonder
night.
why you've got a split lip, mate.
exactly.
Here we go. What did you
Very
do?
first shot he takes is his 3, it goes in. He runs down the court with 3 bloody fingers up. The first shot. Even the McKinnon fans were sitting there going, oh, cow, like, that was crazy.
And then I made my next one and the one after that saying, you know.
There's a lot of people I come across during the week, and they watch this show and they say to me, Justin, is Callum really a dickhead?
And he said, yes.
Yeah.
This was actually sustaining the Werribee car park.
Justified.
They got me after the game.
Cougars 34-21 second quarter, really opened the game up. Devils shot at 49%.
Oh, in the second quarter it got open. The game opened up, did it? Oh, when did I score? On the team?
Devils shot at 49% of the game, which is usually a pretty good clip.
Yeah, it's,
McKinnon went at 50%.
well, look, McKinnon
Very
went into the
good.
last quarter up by 17.
shooting.
And
I know.
they were just tiring a bit. Werribee came hard and, you know, they got within 3 points of them. Looked like they were going to run over the top of them. Zane hit an against the run of play
Yeah, that
3
was
and it
huge.
was just enough.
It's very humorous around here at the moment. Mark Ritzer 17 points, Josh Oswald 14 and 10, Kristen Rocky 13 points.
Hey, look.
Jordan Hughes, hang on.
Yeah.
Jordan Hughes, only 11 points.
Well,
Who played defence on Jordan Hughes?
Zane Allen did a pretty good job on him.
Very good.
Yeah, really good job on him. But and he's called the glove now. Apparently,
The glove.
he wants to be called the
Good
glove.
shout out here as well. The Werribee Volunteers that put on their after game spread.
Oh,
Here we go.
the
Oh, good.
best.
Hamburgers, like these little hamburgers
Yeah,
for all the
barbecue
players.
hamburgers.
It was just like going to an all-you-can-eat restaurant. There was
Very
heaps of
good.
stuff there.
But
Nuts. Big
I will
shout
say
out.
this about Werribee though. They're going to be very good, and they're
Yeah.
going to be better off with this finals experience. They've got so many young players. Riz is the only real elder statesman in that team, and he
they-
does help. But you know, these kids are going to be so good down
If
the
they can
track.
keep the team together as
Yeah.
they grow, they're going to be a championship team for sure.
No
There's
doubt.
just no doubt
No
about
doubt.
it. Yeah.
Accolades to Werribee, well done to McKinnon, very good win. Hawthorn 76,
Another one.
went down to Geelong 86. Magic 25-13 first quarter. They're up by 12 at quarter time.
Yeah.
Started very well. Supercats bounced back in the second half, 53-31 in the second half. The Magic put up 21 more shots. They went 5 of 26 from the arc, went 11 of 22 from the foul line. I'll tell you what, Jay Allen didn't die wondering.
No, well, why would you?
Oh, he's a shooter. Give him
Hit
the
him
ball.
up.
7 of 32. He certainly had a crack at it. 3 of 16 from the arc. Natoli had 14 points in the game. Daniel McLennan, very, very good player. 24 and 22
Yeah,
for
played
Hawthorn.
well.
But it was all about Geelong. Steve Wysack, 21 and 14. Dane Bow, 22. Brett Goodgame had a great game in a
Fantastic.
big game that certainly mattered. 22 points for Goodgame.
In a finals game.
Finals game.
And you know what? Well done to the Supercats. They are the defending champions. And I reckon at the start of the season, if anyone would have said that Geelong this year would be in the top 4, no one would have tipped
No
that. So
way.
that's a really
You reckon
good
there's a bit of a
shame
chip?
on the
There's
guys.
a bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think.
Well, let's talk about Geelong. Go talk about Geelong all you want, young man. Go.
I'm just saying they'd have a chip on their shoulder after
Really?
last year. Yeah,
Would they? Do you rate Geelong at all?
absolutely.
Right, okay.
They're a dangerous team.
Where are you going this week?
We're going Geelong.
The trip down the highway.
Yeah.
Big game on Sunday, massive game on Sunday in D1
Oh.
men's. Camberwell 76 defeated Whittlesea 74. Now tell us about this game, because Camberwell with a minute to go just did not look. I tell you what, Camberwell
I think
with
Did you
half
see
a
the car-
second to
Did
go.
you see the car chase on the news? You didn't see that?
Well, there's been a couple of car chases.
Well, there was
lately.
one particular one, but yeah, there was because Camberwell's still getting away because they got out of jail.
Big time, didn't they?
Yeah. 35 seconds to go. I think it was Whittlesea leading by 4.
Julian Fields.
Oh.
Julian Fields with half a second to go in his 100th game, I believe.
Yep.
It was about half a second to go. Well, that's what Camberwell was telling me.
Yep.
Bang, puts it in,
Nice
they win the
job.
game.
Vet.
In his 100th game.
Oh, that's great.
Very good.
Good luck. Well done, in fact, getting him back to the club
You know,
after he
I,
was away.
I honestly thought with the form Whittlesea took him to the finals that Camberwell were going to win that.
Yeah, so
by
did I.
20 points.
Chris Anstey played 20 minutes, Chris Lynch played 22, both fouled out. Mind you, Chris Anstey had 17 and 13.
minutes worth.
Kevin Anstey, 15 points. Jordan Canavan, 13 points. Lincoln Garforth, 23 points. Daryl Waters.
Daryl.
Again, I hope I've pronounced that right. 18 and 11. Jason Dirks, 18 points. You got to feel for Whittlesea.
Yep.
Whittlesea Saturday night celebrated. They had a big night. They just won a final by 2 points.
Yep.
Absolute elation.
Absolutely.
The whole town of Whittlesea went home happy. On Sunday, they were on the other side of the fence.
Yeah,
They went down
that's
by
tough.
2. I mean, that is
tough.
the glory and the pain both ways in week 1 of the finals.
Yeah.
It's finals
Big
basketball,
time.
mate.
It
That's what
is.
sudden death brings.
Here we go. Speaking of sudden death, D1 men, Camberwell v Mildura, Sunday, 2 p.m. at Carey Baptist Grammar.
The winner of this
Walker.
team is going to start the championship series as the favourites. The winner of this game. There's no doubt.
That's a
That's
pretty
fair.
good call.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a pretty
fair.
good call. Who's going to win, Camberwell or Mildura?
I probably think Camberwell will win at home.
I'd love to say Mildura, but I think Camberwell are too deep.
I'm going to go with Mildura in an upset.
Oh, no. Well, there's been upsets all year in Div 1, so why?
Who knows?
I'm going to go with Mildura in an upset. I think it'll be a very good
gonna be a
game.
great game.
Having
Great
said that, Campbell's had a wonderful season.
Yep.
And I reckon last week's get out of jail card, and it was. I mean, it was very, very close that game.
Yep.
And they got the win. If it went into overtime, could have gone either way.
Yep.
That may just spark them right up as well.
Absolutely.
So sometimes you need that close call early in finals
Yeah.
to go, hey, hang on a sec, guys, we've got to lift here. This is
Yeah.
finals time.
I think this Camberwell-Mildura game's arguably the best final across the whole Big V this weekend. It's just going to be huge, I reckon.
Oh, that's a big call,
Yeah.
but anyway, that's all right. I don't mind big calls around here. I'm going to go with Mildura. You boys go with Campbell. Geelong and McKinnon,
Oh.
Sunday 3 p.m. at the Annex. Tell us about this final.
I actually saw when these two teams played last, and I think it was McKinnon won by, say, 10 or so points, and they did it fairly comfortably. I think, again, if they can get the ball inside and Timmins and Dench play well, they might just be too tough. But, you know, a few weeks ago, Geelong were playing just to make the top 4. They're going to be at home. They're going to have a big crowd there cheering them on. It's too hard to call.
I saw you guys play the team from the Yarra not that long ago, about a month ago.
Yeah.
And you guys were terrible.
We were.
You were absolutely shocking. Since then, something's happened. There's a spark, there's energy, there's
Yeah.
involvement, there's team-orientated basketball being played.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't think there's any particular thing that's changed about us. I think we just got to stick to stick to the game plan, not go off the page.
What is the game plan?
He's not going to
Get the
go.
ball, get the ball to Marmo.
That's right.
Well, you had to win your last 3 games to even make the
Yep.
playoffs.
Yeah,
so
no,
you've
we've
done a great job.
come in hot, and it's all about form going into finals.
You one win away, young man.
I know.
One win away.
Big game.
Exciting stuff.
Operation
That's what you play for. So
Operation Stop Timmins for Geelong. Can they
Yeah.
do it?
I don't know.
He's very good.
It's one thing to say you're going to go out and try and stop
He's
him, but
very
it's the next
good.
thing that
I don't think
takes
they
you.
Can we finally put it on the record right here on Big V TV? How old is Marcus Timmins?
Oh, I reckon
Because I reckon I've seen his pensioners card flashed around a few times.
Don't, he'll be after.
Yeah,
He's already after you.
He's in bed by 6 p.m. most nights. He's a very good player.
I reckon he's 40.
He's got to be over
He's
40.
39.
Really? I thought he was over 40. I thought he was about 41.
Nah, it's either 39 or 40, I reckon.
Would you guys agree that pound for pound, in terms of performance
Yeah.
against age, he is the best performer in the competition?
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
In terms of what he delivers for his age.
You know what? And not
You
having,
reckon?
Yeah.
I'll find out for
He
you.
probably won't pick up.
Just ask him how old he
just
is.
won't
not
pick
having
up
to
that.
worry about coaching, like because he was playing coach. I think just getting out there and playing, I think it's made such a difference.
He's very
and he's
good.
just
Beast,
been
mate.
incredible
Very
this
good.
year.
It's the finals MVP NBL.
All-Star 5 guards in
Yes.
D1 men. These are the players I believe will be nominated.
Yep.
And I want to try and get a couple. Here we go. Is he answering?
Of course
Oh,
not.
he might be in bed. It is mid-morning. I don't think he gets up for a cup of tea till about 11 a.m.
You're in
Couple
so
of
much
bickies,
trouble,
cup of
Justin.
tea.
He's
I
gonna-
really wouldn't, Justin. He's going to kill you.
Yeah.
Matty Hendricks,
Yes.
Southern Peninsula. Jared Leonard, Warrandyte. Brett Goodgame, Geelong. Brendan Truella, Blackburn. Nick
No,
George,
no go.
Blackburn. Leave him a message. Oh, you just missed the opportunity.
Too late.
Nathan Selwood, Sunbury. Jordan Hughes, Werribee. Jordan Canavan, Camberwell. Chris Clark, Mildura. Daryl Waters, I hope I've pronounced that
Darryl
right.
Waters is a guard.
Yes.
Well, that's
It's a
what
big,
it is.
it's a big guard.
I hope I've
He's a
pronounced that
guard.
right.
He's a big
Stephen Wyzak, Geelong.
Six guard.
Who are the two guards that make it?
I think Manny's a lock.
Manny Dunn.
After that,
Gotta be. Who you gonna go with?
I'm tossing
I
up
don't know.
between Hughes and Clark for me.
Chris Clark and Jordan Hughes. I reckon Jordan Hughes might sneak in.
He's been really good. He's had an
young
outstanding
player.
season for
Yeah.
that.
He would have to be in there for the Young Player of the Year award as well, wouldn't he?
If he hasn't won it already, which I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head, but I'm sure he'd be looking pretty good
Yeah,
for it.
absolutely.
Manny Hendrickson, yeah, probably from Hughes, Canavan, Clark. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting.
There's going to be some good guards or some great players miss out
Miss
on
out,
the Div1
no
level
doubt.
stuff.
Here we go, D1 Women.
Yes.
Latrobe City 78 defeated Altona 67. Now we'll paint the picture.
Yep.
After round 15, Altona 13-2, top of the Terrell Conference.
Looking
Everyone's
good.
sitting back going, they've got Ardossi in the middle. They're going to win this thing. Have a look at them go.
Yeah.
They have lost their last 4 games of the season.
Lost their last 4 and lost the plot.
Gone. What happened?
Oh no, I think you might know more about this than us.
Why would I know more?
Oh, well, I just think you know more about the team dynamics and a few of the girls on the team.
Well, I saw them in round 18 when we ventured over there.
What were your thoughts on the way they played and everything else?
They just didn't look smooth. They didn't look like the smooth team that we saw for
Smooth?
15 rounds. Well,
What's that even mean?
They didn't execute, put it that way.
Okay.
Defense stepped up on them, they didn't execute. And I think if you look at their last 4 games this season and you look at the points that they've scored, I think that would probably back it up.
You know what I think's happened as well? Like, good on Altona bringing a player like Ardossi into the competition.
Yeah.
But I think it's made the other big girls around the league step up. And I think
Oh,
they,
definitely.
they've continued to
Definitely.
improve all season, and it's just been great for the league having Ardossi
Yeah.
there.
Huge.
That being said, I think Altona will probably be disappointed to go out in the first round after recruiting her,
Yeah.
but I think it really has pushed the standard higher.
There's
Absolutely.
no question of that. I know from a planning viewpoint,
Yep.
you always have to focus on Ardossi when
Yeah,
you play Altona, and I think that has lifted everyone
Yeah,
else.
that's
There's no doubt about that. And look, they're not an overly quick team.
Sure.
And if you look in the last few weeks, they lost to Altona twice, who
Yeah.
can get the ball up the floor with Danny Pearce running. Jamie Lee Pearce is a very, very quick forward.
Yep.
They played our girls, and obviously we've got a couple of very, very quick guards. And you get out there and you play quick basketball
Yeah.
against them. It's probably not what they
But
like.
back to the winners, Latrobe City.
Very good. Very, very
Yeah.
good. Latrobe City in their last 5
Yeah.
games,
White hot.
they have
Yeah.
beaten Mildura, they've beaten Warrandyte, they've beaten Altona twice, they've beaten Hawthorn. So they've beaten 4
They're
finalists
looking
in
very
5
good.
games.
3 good teams.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Well done, young man. You are an idiot. Energy opened up the game with a 21-9 second quarter. Big crowd. They said it was a massive crowd down there, about
That's fantastic.
400,
We put the call out
450.
for them to get a big crowd behind them.
Yeah, I think
Excellent.
they did a bit
So
of
nice job.
Facebook work as well. So good job
You
there.
think? Just a bit?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Dave Roberts, mate.
Mate, he owned
He
Facebook
loves
last
it.
week.
Yeah,
He
it's all about
destroyed-
Kath Roberts.
My news feed just got destroyed.
JLP, Jamie Lee Pearce, 19 and 12. Tenali Hood, 14 points. Laura Joyce, 11 points. Danny Pearce, 11 points. Danny Pearce now gone with his train team under 17. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Very, very high honours for the young kid, and we wish you all the best.
Absolutely
Great.
outstanding for a girl from the country to get into that
Yeah,
team. Awesome,
excellent.
well done.
No doubt.
Bridget Ardossi, 21 and 17. Lou Johnson, 14 points. We spoke about Altona in their last 4 games. LCE have won their last 5. They head to Warrnambool this week. We'll talk about that one in a moment.
Yeah.
Warrnambool 74 defeated Hawthorn 58. Hawthorn pretty good at the start. I mean, it was a close, tight contest in the first quarter, but they came out and had a crack.
Girl played well, didn't she?
Mate, she's fit, Katie O'Keefe, 16.
Watch last week's show, you'll pick it up.
You're still going on about that.
Oh, you
He's
reckon
been
she's
laughing
fit?
about it all week.
You reckon she's fit? That's good.
Katie O'Keefe, 16 of Warrnambool's first 21 points. Mate, she is healthy
So
and she is firing. Mate, I don't get where you're coming from. Am I missing something here?
Oh yeah, well, plead ignorance, mate. That's right.
16 of 21 points. The Mermaids won the rebounds 59-34. Kate Sewell might have had a little bit to do with that.
Yeah.
Katie O'Keefe 31 points in this game. Holly Green 15 and 14. Kate Sewell 14 and 21. When those 3 fire, look out.
Over.
Look, we didn't really give Hawthorn much of a chance going in. Warrnambool got the job done. Well done.
Tash Ross Harris 13 points in that game. Hawthorn, I think we mentioned it last week or the week before. Their first 9 games, 7 wins, 2 losses. Their last 10 games, games, 3 wins. In fact, it might be their last 11 games, 3 wins, 8 losses.
And look, I think that was the best of the rest. You know, I think we probably went into the finals with 5 or 6 teams that could legitimately win it. I think they weren't in that group.
I think they were the best of the rest in the first half of the season. They were right up there in the first. Second half of the season, I think Geelong performed far better than Hawthorn. So their second half of the season let them down, I think,
absolutely.
for sure. Yep. Whittlesea 55 defeated Warrandyte 53, 2-point game, massive crowd, massive crowd, close game right throughout. I was on the losing end, just unfortunate that someone had to lose this game, so I thought both teams put on a great spectacle for the fans and definitely worth the money to get in. The 2 best defensive teams in the competition, very, very defensive game, which I think Shannon and I both expected. Really close game. Well done to Whittlesea, they deserved the win, they got it. I think the home crowd, you know, you want an advantage on a home game. I think it was worth a couple of points and they got it.
The Whittlesea crowd are awesome, you know, whether it's the finals or the regular season, they pack out that place, they're enthusiastic, they get behind their team. Yeah,
they got a few of those.
The only thing I would say, I don't mind the horns that the vuvuzelas that you blow, the air horns.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to tell you, Shannon and I both spoke to each other during the game and after the game.
Yeah.
We're on the opposite side of the court at Whittlesea.
Yeah.
We couldn't hear ourselves talking. The players couldn't hear us. We couldn't hear the players at
and the stands on the other side of where
we could not hear a thing.
Yeah, look, if you're going to get out to the big V games, make noise, bring your vuvuzelas, but anything like an air horn or something, no
keep
go.
it at home. Very, very hard.
Yeah.
Leander Higgs 15 points in this game, Rachel Wansborough 13 and 10, Molly Burke 11 points. Well done Whittlesea. Warrandyte certainly not disgraced. It was a very, very good game.
Unlucky.
Craigieburn 83 defeated Mildura 70. Craigieburn led by 2 points at 3/4 time. So it was a very close game to 3/4 time. 24-13 last quarter by Craigieburn. They hit 11 of 16 foul shots in the last quarter. So they got to the line a bit.
That's good.
Eagles only played 7 players. Tenille Can 27 and 13.
Been saying all season, she's a championship level guard. She's an incredible player.
D'Annunzio 18 points, Bailey 14 points,
Bailey.
Vanessa Power 18 points, Amanda Hedricks 14, Justin Udenzi 11 and 13, all over for Mildura. Here we go.
Yes.
Big games. And just on that game, Craigieburn went in as the favourites, I think. Mildura pushed it for 3/4.
Yeah, we thought Mildura would be a bit of a danger game, sneaking into the finals, but I think Craigieburn.
Absolutely.
Craigieburn v Whittlesea, Saturday, 6:15 p.m. at Craigieburn Leisure Centre. Who's going to win? D'Annunzio up against her
you said that last week that could happen.
Who's going to win?
What a cracker.
It is a very good game.
I reckon Craigieburn.
Craigieburn will try and run.
Yeah,
they'll try and open this game up and run, use the width of the court. Whittlesea will try and lock it down. Whittlesea will go to their bigs. Craigieburn, if Whittlesea's bigs get on top, Craigieburn will struggle to hold that. If Craigieburn run, Whittlesea will struggle to hold that.
It's all about the tempo.
Definitely about the tempo.
Okay.
Definitely. I think with Tenille Can in great form,
I think Craigieburn.
I think Craigieburn might get up. But geez, Whittlesea's had a great season.
Oh, they've
been very, very
and,
good.
And you know, like I think Craigieburn will win, but if the scores come through and Whittlesea are in front, it's probably not going to surprise me that much. Yeah.
Warrnambool, Latrobe City, Saturday night, 7 p.m. down.
Mate, this is
what a game!
Sorry, I know you said it for the men, but this is the biggest game across the comp, no doubt.
Danny Pearce, I think's gone.
Yep.
In the last month, they haven't had Danny Pearce in a couple of those big games. And they've
still won. Yeah, absolutely.
So they can win without Danny Pearce. There's
sure.
no fear of that whatsoever.
Yeah.
Holly Green, Katie Sewell, Katie O'Keefe, they fire lights out Latrobe City.
Which I think they will, and I think Warrnambool will win. And
1 point on Latrobe City, I think you mentioned this last week. From last season to this season, they haven't changed their squad.
They've had a fantastic season.
They've been very good.
Just really
well done to Joe Brawns and the team down there. They have been very, very good.
Stepped up to the plate big time.
Got a lot of admiration for Latrobe City, and I hope they go really, really close here. I think Warrnambool, rightfully so, start favourites.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Warrnambool will win, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, it's not sure.
Here we go. All-Star 5 guards. Who's going to make it? Tenille Can, Craigieburn, Jess Frankie, Keilor, Danny Pearce, Latrobe City, Sarah Stone, Camberwell, Rachel McEwen, Whittlesea, Kate Marnie, Chelsea, Julia D'Annunzio, Craigieburn, Holly Green, Warrnambool, the Sizzler from Chelsea, Katie O'Keefe from Warrnambool. I think there's probably some guards that are missed out there, but anyway, life goes on. It's all about the votes.
That's the coaches that vote, not us. It's all the coaches.
The opposition coaches that vote. Anyway, who's going to get in?
For me,
Tenille Can.
Tenille Can.
Got to get in.
Katie O'Keefe.
Holly Green.
Oh, well, Katie O'Keefe's gone in as a guard. I thought she might have gone in as a forward. She's gone in as a guard. I reckon Katie O'Keefe will get in over Holly Green.
Okay. We'll see.
That's just my gut feel.
But what a guard combo though, like KK Keith and Tennille.
Wow.
huge.
Very, very
Imagine having them in
good.
the same team.
Very good. Have a great week, folks. We're going to get out of here. You're going to go put another rinse through your hair. Looking forward. That's about 3 a week, we heard too.
Gotta
Stopping those red hairs
mate,
coming
it
through.
is so Ranger orientated.
I'm sorry,
It's
there's
about
just
3
no
a
way.
week.
It's dark brown. It's not even sandy
have a
blonde.
red beard.
It's not even sandy blonde. This is a dark beard. See you next week.
Personally sponsored by Just for Men. See you then.
Ain't no stopping us now.